What's going on, people? It's Kish Johnny Views and Reviews, I think. Because I'm gonna put this because that's my actual gaming channel. I got 3 channels I'm running, right? So, and I'm trying to produce content for. So yeah, Kish Johnny Gaming Nation in the building. Um, Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the channel. I drop gameplay videos. I drop fire content. I'm going to do reviews on movies, entertainment, and the gaming space. I'm going to do a review about the part of the movie that just came out. I have to go watch it first. So the channel I'll post this to, it's going to be the main channel that I review games, entertainment, movies, and I do content like this. Yeah, I'm a fucking prophet because I did a video a while back speaking about the Game Pass and the future of Game Pass, right? And how the future. Hold on, let me change my backdrop right quick. I gotta put the appropriate backdrop for this right quick. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Gotta put the appropriate backdrop for this. My fault. All right. Gotta put the appropriate backdrop for this. My bad, my bad. Yeah. Master Chief back there. So, and I said in the video, and I'm gonna show a little bit of the presentation, that you cannot rely solely on a cloud space of gaming like Game Pass. You gotta have a console to go with the Game Pass because the console is Master Chief, the Game Pass is Cortana. They both need each other. And let me show you. And Steam Deck just released a console. So this is what my presentation was, right? Xbox ecosystem over console strategy. Phil Spencer said this directly in 2024. We're not on the console wars, we're in the access wars, meaning Game Pass subscriptions are more important than console sales, which might be true, but you need a console to play Game Pass from, right? And I get it because now you have handheld, you have phones, you have PC, but guess what? The Game Pass UI on the PC is trash compared to the console. All right. They make more long-term money by having millions of players pay monthly fee than a few billion buy one console. But guess what, Phil Spencer? You just upped the Game Pass price to $30. And a lot of my people, including myself, we unsubscribed. Because I'm not paying $30 for what you have over there on the Game Pass. It's like a gaming desert over there, full of games that I'm not interested in playing. And a lot of people unsubscribe. All right. Owning because I can't afford $30 a month. Owning studios like Bethesda and Activision lets them feed Game Pass with massive first-party content, right? Which is cool. But where's your first-party content? Where's your flagship game that you're now going to remake and give over and cross-platform them? Remember, the goal is to get people to subscribe to Game Pass. If I can play Assassin's Creed on Steam, and then the Steam Deck that they charge a month is cheaper, I just go buy Steam and play it over there, especially if they have a console coming out. So yes, I'm absolutely right. Now that Microsoft owns Bethesda and all these studios, they're moving toward cross-platform release, not strict exclusive, right? So let me go to the point of what I said. There's a console war, even though Phil Spencer keeps saying we're not in the console wars anymore. The player mindset hasn't changed. PlayStation users are loyal to their brand, to their identity. They see Xbox as the other side. So Microsoft is trying to sell ecosystem access. Game Pass cloud PC gamers still operate with the console tribalism. That's why that's why your point is dead on. My point is dead on. Even if Xbox gets exclusive rights first, PlayStation players will just wait it out rather than switching ecosystems, or just go subscribe to Steam. A lot of my homeboys, they subscribe to Steam. Only thing I need is a proper PC rig, maybe like a $3,000, $4,000 one, and then I'm subscribed to Steam, and I won't have to go through Game Pass, and I get a lot more games, quality games on Steam than I would get on Game Pass. What Xbox lost? What Xbox lost? Its flagships, right? Microsoft had gold in its backyard and let it slip through its fingers. All right, this is talking about Halo, Gears of War. All right, this is the business flaw in Xbox model that most casuals don't see, but I nailed it. These gamers hit Game Pass first, but people are still not buying the Game Pass to go play them. And now that you just upped the $30, people unsubscribe, and you can get these games cheaper on other subscriptions. Right? A single AAA game costs 200, 300 million to make. Game Pass is 17 million for Ultimate. That means each player has to stay subscribed for years or to offset just one game's up cost. Meanwhile, PlayStation players just wait for the eventual port, and when it comes, they buy it full price, putting money back into Sony pocket, not Microsoft. So the so-called ecosystem strategy has an awareness problem. Xbox is providing the content pipeline, but PlayStation still has the consumer loyalty and brand dominance. You know what I'm saying? Consoles still matter, and Steam understands this. Even though Phil Spencer says we're moving back by on consoles, the console is still the physical anchor of the identity of the community. Here's the thing: PC Game Pass is convenient but fragmented. Performance issues, modding, Java conflicts, and weaker UI. Console Game Pass is smooth, easy, unified. You buy the box, plug it in, and play. That convenience is what built the console market in the first place. It's what Sony, Nintendo, and even Sega mastered. Simplicity plus exclusives equals emotional attachment. If Xbox keeps shifting away from consoles without powerful flagship titles, they're removing the very reason casual gamers buy into the ecosystem. Right? I think I went into that. And he's playing a long game, right? But the long game can fail too, right? No personality. Feel me? So, hold on. Let me get into if Netflix fuck around and get a console, if Amazon fuck around and get a console, if right, Steam just reawakened, and this is my prophecy: the console war reawakened and revamped. That's my prophecy. And you go watch that video. I said it, and I'm gonna put the link to the video on my channel in this video, on this description of this video. Right. Game Pass is not dominating yet, right? And how is it going to dominate if all your major IPs that you bought, you're going to now make them cross-platform? Amazon has Luna, Apple Arcade, Google tries Stadia, but Google can try again. Netflix, Steam can revamp that, right? Competition. And I'm gonna turn some of these games that they pitch to Halo that I heard about. I'm gonna actually give them life. And Halo was 4 years, and they didn't give the 10-year promise content. So you lost with Halo. Halo's dead. Halo died. Halo died. It's dead. Like, it was good while it was lasted. We had some great times. We had some good times. I had a great time with Halo 2, Halo 2, Halo 3. My homeboy Judge, he's better Halo player than me, right? And I put him onto Halo. So, we had good times with Halo, but it's done. Between the bum ass series that came out and the Halo Infinite's fuckery or incompleteness or the promises that was promised for it not completed, a lot of storylines not being expounded on or talked about or DLC, it's done. Right? It's done, people. Yeah, and I feel bad for a lot of those people in 343 that really believed in Halo and really put time in Halo, and they couldn't get their vision established. But yo, y'all got the knowledge, y'all got the experience. You can always add that knowledge to other games for the future. Um, it's just it is what it is. You feel me? I like yo. I built a whole DLC. I put the DLCs to life. You know what I'm saying? Because I like Halo. I believed in it. I believe in it, but not so much now. Yo, this is my prophecy. Xbox came out of nowhere. Microsoft wasn't known as a gaming company, yet the console plus Halo immediately turned heads. Halo acted as a killer app, a flagship game that drove hardware sales. Lock exclusivity meant if you wanted Halo, you bought Xbox. Result: Xbox became a contender against Sony, PlayStation, and Nintendo almost overnight. Today, Xbox Series X plus Game Pass. Bill Fencer is focusing on Game Pass plus cloud first play. When exclusive titles are cross-platform, reducing the incentive to buy the console itself. Problem: Sony and Nintendo still have strong console-based loyalty. My point: Halo Infinite and other flagship IPs weren't leveraged fully, so Xbox loses the must-buy allure that made the original Xbox explode. Yo, if Netflix fuck around next year, if Amazon fuck around next year, if Apple fuck around next year and drop a console, remember my prophecy. The console wars is not dead. It's evolved. And it's going to continue to evolve. Right. All right, so I did a whole video on this. Right. So this is my analogy. McDonald's burger equals flagship product. It defines the brand. You go to McDonald's because you want their Big Mac, not Burger King's Whopper. Burger King burger equals flagship product. Same logic. You go to Burger King for what uniquely fits their identity. Other items, fries, chicken nuggets, salads may overlap, but the core reason to visit the brand is the flagship item. How this maps to gaming. Halo equals Xbox flagship. Like the Big Mac for McDonald's, Halo should define Xbox identity. Other games, Forza, Gears, etc., are side items. Nice to have, but not the primary draw for the platform. PlayStation equals PlayStation flagship. God of War, Spider-Man. Players go to PlayStation specifically for those exclusives. The must-have burger that fits Sony's brand. Game Pass cross-platform games equals fries or chicken nuggets. Useful, enjoyable, and sometimes overlap with other platforms, but not the reason someone buys a console. Steam understands that model. Steam Deck vows for I prophesized this shit. Released in 2022, right? So this is the handheld. Steam Deck 2, a potential home console. Valve is reportedly working on a Steam Deck 2, which may feature a significant performance upgrade, potentially using AMD's next generation Magnus Zen 6 APU. Additionally, there are rumors about home consoles under development, possibly named the Steam Frame, which would compete directly with traditional gaming consoles like the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. These developments indicate Valve's ambition to expand its hardware offerings and compete more directly in the gaming console market. Bro, I prophesized it. Valve moved into both handheld and home console markets, introduced new competition for established players like Xbox and PlayStation. If Valve successfully integrates its hardware with Steam OS and offers a compelling game library, it could attract gamers looking for a unified PC gaming experience across devices. For Xbox, this means that Valve upcoming consoles could become serious contenders, especially if they offer strong exclusive titles or unique features. That appeal to gamers. This underscores the importance of Xbox continuing to develop and promote its own exclusive games and services to maintain its position in the market. Steam has over 150 million active users as recent reports. Bro, Steam already has its fan base. And for more people like me that wants a console for conveniency, they're going to get it. Bro, I even addressed the prices increase. Huh? Because I'm not going to go into all of this here because this is a lot because I have another presentation and I have to show the video of this of the Steam game. Cortana without Master Chief. Game Pass without flagship games. Cortana equals the Game Pass, cloud play anywhere. Infrastructure AI that supports experience. Master Chief equals flagship games, consoles, the anchor that drives the purpose and engagement. What happens if Master Chief isn't there? Cortana can get hijacked, trapped, or destroyed, like Atriox cutting her out in Halo. Game Pass could lose relevance if it's just a cloud library without a must-play flagship to drive subscription. Key insight. Game Pass without flagship titles risks being hollow. Plenty of content, but no compelling reason to invest. Yo. Whew. Yo. So we're going to move along. And we're going to go into this presentation, right? Let me go find this article because Phil Spencer, he's capping. We go to Game Radar right quick. Share this. Go over there. Add that to remove that. Add this to stage. All right. I'm getting better at this. Xbox Phil Spencer says we welcome new options for players as Valve unveils new rival hardware in the Steam machine, saying new competition is how gaming moves forward. But you're not moving with that competition. It's Phil. I don't know. You're going to a cloud service. You're not. You are making the flagship games cross-platform. Steam has, I think, has. I want to know how much. How much flagship games exclusives does Steam have? All right, so let me look at this. Steam has no flagship games exclusive due to an exclusive deal from Valve. However, a vast number of games are only available on Steam by publisher developer choice, including thousands of popular and major titles. Valve does not typically play developers for platform exclusivity. Oh, but those, okay, so if those developers choose to, they can make those games across platform, right? But again, it doesn't take away from the fact that those games are only played on Steam. You feel me? Deep Rock Galactic, Rogue Legacy 2, Elden Ring. Well, Elden Ring is cross-platform. Make sure y'all seeing this. Oh, yeah, y'all see it. Y'all can see it. Y'all can see it. No, let's do entertainment. If Steam is dropping a console now, why the fuck would it not have an exclusive? Look at this motherfucker here. Why shouldn't we entertain that idea? You just dropped the console. Anyway, let's go. Let's remove that and let's go here. The prophecy of the console war reawakened. Remember of my prophecy. The rival of Steam's new weapon. They said the console war was over, that Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo had drawn the lines, but then Valve stepped into the arena. A machine, a console, a portal. Phil Spencer, powered not just by hardware, but by an entire ecosystem built over decades. Steam, the titan of PC gaming, brought to the living room its legion of games, its mascots, its culture, and the world barely noticed yet. But they will. IGN, I'm looking at my TV screen. Steam official hardware announcement, 2.7 million. What you mean? They recognize. Remember, that's just the views that have been registered. There's still plenty more views to go. Anyway, yeah, look at the muscle. Look at the muscle. I got some fat to trim on, but this muscle is there. Muscle is there. Anyway, Phil Spencer's response: the calm before the storm. Phil Spencer, the shepherd of Xbox, welcomed it. More options for players. He said polite words, careful words. He didn't flinch, but he doesn't realize this is not just an option. Steam carries with it the memories, the icons, the games that shaped your generation. Mascots, indie hits, and franchises that have already carved hearts. His response, warm yet cautious. It's the first sign that prophecy is stirring. My prophecy. Now Phil moves to remake Halo, the crown jewel of Xbox, across platform. A wise move on the surface, yet in doing so, he sets in motion a chain of events he cannot fully see. 10 years from now, when gamers are platform agnostics, when loyalty is no longer tied to a console but to a universe of experience, what has he really done? He has released the most iconic Xbox title into the wider ocean, a step that may either secure the throne or dilute its power. So the long game can have either or effect. It could grow Halo into a powerhouse, or it can kill it. It can die. You know what I'm saying? All somebody over there on Steam Deck gotta do is drop some shit for your ass. A contender for Halo. That's all they gotta do. Helldivers, it came close, but it wasn't, because I don't like playing Helldivers. I don't like team killing myself and getting team killed and a big giant fire booger breathing cockroach burning you with his toxic boogers and you die instantly with a dumbass dolphin dive system that you can't dive properly or dodge the motherfucking big old claw fish bug properly. I don't like that shit. I thought I was gonna like Helldivers, but I don't. Helldivers is trash. I'm gonna do a review on that trash game. Anyway, the Halo Gambit, right? So I think I already said that. The Cloud Conundrum, reaching beyond the horizon, and yet while Steam quietly strengthens its grip in the living room, Phil turns to the cloud space, the true streaming service, the future of gaming. He chases the next frontier, but clouds are intangible. Hardware is concrete. Steam's machines exist in the presence, in the hands, in the living room, while he reaches for the sky. A kingdom of flesh and blood players is already being won, unmeasured and unstoppable. The fulfillment of the prophecy of Kishardi Gaming Nation. The prophecy, once whispered, now screams in the open. The console war never ended, it evolved. And the choices made today, the decisions about cross-platform remakes, cloud ambition, and welcoming new options will echo across decades for a decade. I forgot to do the period. For Phil Spencer, the challenge is no longer about winning a console war, it's about surviving a paradigm shift. One he helped accelerate without knowing. Closing vision, the lessons of vigilance. You heard me say it. I said it right. Let this be the warning. When you welcome new options without understanding the weight they carry, when you remake your icons without seeing the future tides, and when you chase the clouds while the earth is already changing, you're not leading, you're reacting. And in reacting, the prophecy unfolds. I think I think what happened with Phil Spencer, and I'm gonna be honest, I think Phil Spencer saw how the battle passes for Fortnite, Call of Duty, and other games, and I think he's seeing how Netflix is, and then he's seeing what Game Pass is, and he's seeing how you can put the Game Pass on your handheld. So he's thinking, maybe in the far future, the long game, we are going to move away from console into more, especially with the AI space going on right now, right? Which, in my opinion, AI is only going to be as good as a human being that powers it, right? Technology is only going to be as great as a human being that powers it or gives it life, right? So that means the human being or the human spirit still has to compete to be great physically, mentally, and spiritually, so that when he operates technology, when he operates the AI machine, he makes the AI machine he creates great, right? So the AI and the human being, or the machine and the human being, we don't know. It's gonna be a funny place we get into. So I think that's what Phil Spencer is seeing, but what he doesn't realize is that look what Steam just did. They just dropped a console. Consoles are still a thing. You still got, I think, around 70 million boomers. I think about 65 million 75 million boomers, 65 million Gen X, and I think another 70 million millennials. I'm 33 years old, right? So you still got the population that likes consoles, that like physical things, right? I think what happened is that over COVID, because we were on lockdown, we were dependent upon shit like Uber Eats and Uber DoorDash, and we sat back and we had to watch TV. So the cloud space got bigger because that was the market for that time period, right? So it created a market out of a pandemic, during the pandemic. But well, guess what? We're back into the physical world now. You know what I'm saying? We're back into it. So I'm not like throwing shots at Phil Spencer. I'm not saying he's stupid. I understand where he may have saw it going. He's just missing where it still is. It still has console players in it. And I'm not saying he shouldn't invest in the cloud. He should find a balance of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, people, if you have no money, you're not going to be able to afford the consoles and shit. And that has to be understood too, right? Boy, I think, but I don't know. It's going to be a sticky ride for the console, and who knows? Maybe Steam Deck might not be as good. It might be great, right? I'm not saying that Steam Deck is like the. It's my prophecy, but I'm not saying it's gonna hit, and I'm not saying it's gonna miss. Because if it hits, my nigga, it's gonna hit. So let me share. So let's go to it. Let's watch this on. Let's watch it. My bad. Let's watch it on Valve.
Steam Deck is our powerful, portable, handheld gaming PC that lets you take your Steam library with you anywhere. We're pretty proud of it. People who own Steam Decks have been playing everywhere, and we couldn't be happier with the response we've heard from all of you. We're excited to talk about the future of Steam Deck, but not today, because this isn't a video about the future of Steam Deck. This is a video about the future of Steam hardware. Today, we're announcing 3 new members of the Steam hardware lineup. All connect you with powerful PCs.
It's going to evolve into a whole tech streaming platform hardware war. That if Phil Spencer don't get this shit correct, maybe Halo might claim the throne with this. Maybe this is what Phil Spencer is seeing, because if Halo goes cross-platform and you can play it on Steam and all these other places, maybe. But then again, if the goal is to get people to subscribe to Game Pass, you need flagship games for Game Pass. Just saying. It can go either way. It can go either way. You know what I'm saying? It can go the way where the idea of the cloud thing for Xbox, because it lacks flagship games, fails, or it concedes because of Halo. You feel me?
PC gaming. All are optimized for gaming with Steam, and all are shipping in early 2026. Let's start with this one. This is the new Steam controller. The new Steam controller puts all of your Steam games at your fingertips, so you can play wherever and however you want. Just like with Steam Deck, we want you to be able to play any game with your Steam controller, even games never built with a controller in mind. It has all the great features from Steam Deck, like trackpads, gyro, and back buttons, all in a comfortable form factor. Its next-generation magnetic thumbsticks let you play with improved responsiveness and longevity. We've put capacitive touch sensors on the thumbsticks and now on the back of the controller too, so you can enable precision gyro aiming with the touch of your thumb or your pinky if you're feeling fancy. That allows for over 35 hours of playtime. With Steam Controller, we want to make charging and wireless pairing something that's actually easy. That's why we created the Puck. The Puck is a combination wireless adapter and magnetic charger included with every Steam controller. Snap it on to charge. Once you're charged up, snap it off again. You can play over Bluetooth or a wired connection too. The new Steam controller works with any device running Steam or Steam Link, whether it's a PC, Mac. Oh, this is the new Steam machine.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Steam Machine is a powerful gaming PC in a small but mighty package, designed for your games on the big screen. It's quiet too, which is crazy since it's 6 times more powerful than a Steam Deck, powered by a discrete, semi-custom AMD GPU, enabling 4K gaming at 60 frames per second with FSR in your living room, your office, or wherever you play. The rest of your PC accessories. Steam Machine borrows some great features from Steam Deck, like lightning-fast sleep and wake, an SD card slot to easily expand your storage, and bring some new tricks of its own, like a customizable LED strip, which can show different system functionalities, or your own light show. Steam Machine is a favorite desktop and gaming accessories. Steam Machine is designed to work hand in hand with the Steam controller, with the low latency, wireless connectivity of the Steam controller Puck built right in. And it's great for streaming your games to your phone, tablet, laptop, Steam Deck, or Steam Frame. Oh, yeah. This is Steam Frame. Steam Frame is Valve's next.
I said it in that video. I said it. Now, what if Apple follows this? What if Netflix follows this shit? Bro, it's gonna the console wars have not ended. It's gonna be a whole content check crusade.
Next generation VR hardware. Stream all your Steam games, VR and non-VR alike, in a comfortable, lightweight, wireless VR headset. Steam Frame uses camera-based tracking, so getting into your games is as easy as slipping on the headset and waking it up. Steam Frame controllers, included with the headset, are designed with all the inputs you need for your VR titles, like motion controls and capacitive tracking for all your fingers, as well as a split gamepad layout to work with your whole Steam library. They even feature the same magnetic thumbsticks as Steam controller with the new Steam controller, a great companion for playing non-VR games in the headset. To make sure streaming is smooth and stable no matter what, Steam Frame includes a wireless adapter that lets you stream your games from your PC to your headset over a fast and dedicated Wi-Fi 6 connection. And the game is streamed to your frame optimized for VR, using new technology that allows for the highest resolution streaming exactly where your eyes are looking. And Steam Frame is a PC, running SteamOS. In addition to streaming, you can install and play a bunch of VR and non-VR games right in the headset without a host PC. You can also expand your onboard storage to fit even more games with a micro SD card. Steam controller, Steam Machine, and Steam Frame, all built with the same DNA as Steam Deck, all powered by Steam, work together, and can be used however you'd like. Here is the culmination of what we've learned from our previous hardware experience and what we've wanted ourselves as gamers. Powerful PC gaming in an open ecosystem, giving you more ways to enjoy the games you love and discover new ones. Steam Controller, Steam Machine, and Steam Frame are all shipping in early 2026. Learn more at steampowered.com/hardware.
Bro, Steam. Yeah. Maybe Phil Spencer. Maybe Phil Spencer. Maybe the reason why he said what he said because he got something up everybody's. Maybe he might put me to shame. Who knows? Who knows? But no, maybe Xbox got something like this up their sleeve. Who knows? Who knows, right? But anyway, that was that. That's the video. This was Kish the Gaming Nation in the building. I really hope that because I'm an Xbox fan, I was an Xbox fan when Halo 2 dropped. I used to play Nintendo and Sony back in 2000. I think it was a 1 or 2. Yeah, somewhere along the lines. And I grew up on Nintendo, grew up on Sony, and the Xbox when they dropped, I was just amazed by it. So I bought it, played Halo, made some powerful memories at the time. I really hope Phil Spencer knows what he's doing. I really hope he got something. But it is what it is, right? Anyway, it's Kish Gaming, the channel that I review movies, content, all type of stuff regarding entertainment, gaming, and the etc. All right, so make sure to like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.